had this bag. It's just a small one of peanuts, and I've just spent a little bit of time shelling them. I don't know, probably a cup and a half here. I do have plans for this. I just thought I'd show this little bag had all those shells and then some because I've eaten a few. But I have something planned for the nuts themselves. Well, peanuts, I've put them in a different container. I left them all day. But I'm going to actually do something with them. I've got roughly a half cup here. I'm going to put it in the blender. And I'm going to make some peanut butter. Now this is more powdered than what I expected. I guess the oil had... I did it. Pardon me. It's more powdered than liquid, but let's put it in something else. Seen this where they do it at the stores, and they just start out with the peanuts, but it goes through something similar to a burr mill. I'm gonna food processor might do a better job than the blender, but for now this is what I've got. I do a small food processor. Got a more of a liquid where it was at the bottom and crumbled at the top, and I think a food processor would do a better job of it. The oils are not staying evenly distributed, probably why they put hydrogenated oils in commercial peanut butter in a lot of it. That should be a little bit better. I don't have any peanut oil, so I can't add it to it. And I don't see the point in adding something that isn't natural. This is a small food processor that had been my grandmother's. Someone gave it to her to chop onions. She did everything else by hand. It's starting to look more liquid. It's chopping it finer and bringing out the oils. I ran it for about a minute, going to run a little bit longer. That looks pretty creamy to me. Cut a minute and a half or so in the food processor after being in the blender. Probably could have done it all here. This isn't as creamy as it could be, maybe, but it's definitely better than it was just chopping it in the blender. I think I'm going to actually do a test with some of this and put it in a jar and see if the oils separate like they do with the all natural peanut butters that are only peanuts and salt. But that's homemade peanut butter. I'm going to try some on some bread, I think. But that's it so far. Using this little 1 cup, 1.5 cup, whatever it is, food processor, food chopper, and it doesn't say how. I've put most of it here in this jar. You can actually see where the oil, when I pushed it down, it's coating it. I found a couple of pancakes that were still from the other day when I made up that big batch. I'm going to process the rest, but first I did heat these pancakes for a few seconds in the microwave. I'm going to put a little bit of syrup on it, maybe heat them again, and then dinner. So the peanut butter I did the other day, I've got it in this small jar, and there's a line, and it's kind of grainy at the top where it's creamier at the bottom. This was the other food processor Mom gave me. I'm going to put it in that. Hopefully the blades will contact it. Otherwise I'll have to go get out the little mini one. Also, I had this honey. It's there's a little local shop. They have a bakery and really kind of a cool little shop. But I had this honey in it. I've had it, I don't know, almost 2 years. Didn't use it, and so it solidified on me. Last night I put it in a pan with some warm water and just slowly took the crystals out. I'm gonna try to make the peanut butter creamier, and then I'm gonna, I think, have peanut butter and honey for breakfast. Let me get a scraper, rubber squeegee. Yeah. I was just looking at the lid of this jar and trying to remember what was in it with this dark red. It actually was pimentos that was in this jar before I put the peanut butter in it. I'm using a spoon to get this out, and then I might be able to get it all out with a spoon. If not, I'll use the squeegees. Well, looks like I got it out using the spoon. Now I'm just going to clean the spoon with the scraper. Let's put the lid on. And lock it, and gonna run it on high, I don't know, a minute or two. I'll maybe keep it on camera. Nope, not gonna keep it on camera, too loud. This has been running for about a minute. I'm gonna actually continue to do it. It's much creamier now than it was, but I'm still gonna run it for maybe another minute more. Just kind of for the record, I can appreciate food processors. There are things they can do that just can't do with other things. I really don't like noise, so I don't like them for that, and I'd much rather pick up a knife and cut up some veggies than toss them in a food processor. Although, once again, I can see the good in them. I just don't like them, and it probably has to do with the noise as much as anything. I hate vacuums. I hate these. I just don't like noise. I got tired of the noise, but the peanut butter is actually looking fairly creamy. I've got to get it out. I'm going to put it back in the jar. I'm going to make me some breakfast. I think going to have some toast with peanut butter and honey. This is going to take a while to clean up. So, but this is just homemade peanut butter. Today is March 22nd. It's been a while since I originally did this, but I wanted to do this again and make it creamier because it just didn't look right to me sitting in the fridge. And now it looks much better. And all it is just I shelled some salted peanuts and ran them through, well, first the blender and then the food processors, not just the one. In the future, I will definitely have a better idea of how to do it, and we'll use the other food processor and smear plugs. Well, I got the peanut butter done. It looks fabulous now. I guess making it would take probably I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes in the food processor to get it this creamy. I'm gonna just put some on some toast here. Oh, that looks wonderful. Has a really good taste, and you're not tasting anything but the peanuts and a little bit of salt that were on the peanuts from the brine that they used before they roasted it. This made about, I don't know, a cup of peanut butter, cup and a quarter. It took too long to clean out the food processor. That may have been my problem. But this made about a cup to a cup and a quarter of peanut butter, and the package cost $1 at the dollar store. I did eat some of the peanuts; they didn't all go in here. But for all natural, healthy peanut butter, healthier peanut butter, I don't think that's a bad trade-off in terms of time and price. Now I'm going to put some of this beautiful, look at the color of that honey, isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful honey. Look at that, just, oh, that looks beautiful. Gonna grab me some vanilla almond milk. And this is going to be breakfast. Ooh, don't drip off. There's that wonderful local honey with the homemade peanut butter. Gonna have a wonderful breakfast. Now I just need to put the peanut butter back in the fridge and take the honey back to my house. Thanks for watching Perhaps Cooking. Feel free to share, give me a thumbs up, or subscribe.